Well, wow, AB, are you not trying to talk about millions of people who are being attacked and killed and starved and ethnically cleansed? Are you not trying to have a back and forth with one of this country's leading Zionist propagandists? All right, so what are we talking about today, chat? Let's see here. Ethan Klein is insane. And there's really nothing else to say. Ethan Klein is batshit crazy. He's just making up the shit on CPS. I never, as far as I'm aware, told anyone to call CPS. And I don't think anybody in my chat ever said anything about CPS. But here's the thing. I don't know anything about it, but it's really weird the way he's attacking me on it, which makes me kind of question. It's like an interesting way of spinning it, right? Like it's a way. I had nothing to do with it. Assad had nothing to do with it. But you start saying that we did. And then it's like, okay, so why are you deflecting? Why are you deflecting? I don't know, Ethan. I've never been there. And apparently, according to a lot of people, you need to know. So isn't there a possibility that it was his former housekeeper that's suing him? Isn't there a possibility that it is like a doctor or a pediatrician or somebody that knows the family? Why is it me? Why is it Denham's? We don't know him. Like it could have literally be CPS told him that it's someone he knows. So it's not us. So it's not a Denham's chatter. It's not a Mike chatter. It's not a Hassan chatter. It's not me. It's not. So what's he talking about? I really don't understand. Like Ethan Klein's batshit crazy. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I think what happened is Ethan Klein is surrounded by yes men. Like that's the problem that Ethan Klein is like. He's surrounded by yes men. He's surrounded by people that he pays to be his friends. And they're never, I mean, like, he was saying how the IDF killed less Arabs than Hezbollah in front of a Lebanese man. Like, look at this.
I'm not trying to have a back and forth, but I think it's.
I'm not trying to have a back and forth. I'm not trying to have a back and forth. Well, wow, AB, are you not trying to talk about millions of people who are being attacked and killed and starved and ethnically cleansed? Are you not trying to have a back and forth with one of this country's leading Zionist propagandists? Are you trying not to have a back and forth?
It's fair to say the IDF has definitely killed more
than Hezbollah.
I mean, if you want to
hold on. You think the IDF killed more Muslims than Hezbollah?
Are you talking about who you think is responsible, or just killed in general?
As a group.
I thought you said.
I said Hezbollah's killed a shit more load of Arabs than the IDF has. You're saying that's not true? Because Hezbollah is credited with about 500,000 deaths. And
Hezbollah is credited with. He just makes shit up. This guy's never read a book and he just throws shit out. The reason why he feels comfortable throwing this kind of shit out there, just misinformation and dishonesty, is because he is because Arabs are not considered to be people by Americans. And that is the disgusting reality that we live in, where and it doesn't matter if you're an Arab Christian. It's not just about Muslim. It's racial. Arabs are just not considered to be human and by Americans. I don't know why. It's insane. but it's just reality. And like, he just blatantly lies to his audience.
In Syria.
Let's ask our friend ChatGPT.
I've looked into this pretty extensively.
Guys, looked into it extensively. He typed something into ChatGPT or Googled. That's the problem with people like Ethan Klein and a lot of his friends. They're just so below par intelligence that what they think is looking into is something that you would be embarrassed to do.
Hezbollah has killed significantly more people.
I'm not trying to.
Are you reading something contradictory, AB?
Yeah, I mean, ChatGPT says overall, due to the scale of frequency of IDF operations over decades, they have likely caused more Muslim casualties than Hezbollah.
No shot. Hold on. What was the question you asked it?
Hezbollah versus IDF, who has killed more Muslims?
Ask if it's including the Syrian civil war. I mean, that makes no sense. I've literally fact-checked this a million times, I feel like.
I have fact-checked this a million times, and you got the basic facts wrong. Damn, what a surprise.
I mean, they both suck. They're both fucking terrible.
They both suck. They both suck. Who sucks? Say the IDF sucks. Say the IDF sucks. Right? Say the IDF sucks. Instead of saying both, say the IDF does, you little bitch.
Yep.
How many
That's
Muslims
that, you know?
have-
Yep. They all try to like pipe in. This is how they cope, by the way. This is how they cope, being Ethan Klein's little foot soldiers. And honestly, Hassan is too nice. And that's the reality. And people are too nice to these guys. Like, we have sat back and just, been like, well, I'm sure they don't believe it. They seem like good guys. And it's like, no, this is how you're giving them the space to cope, where they get to be a propagandist for a genocide and then pretend like, and then make the genocide, bringing that up, a joke. That's a joke of the H3 stream now.
Killing is horrible.
It doesn't
Killing
really
is
matter.
horrible. That's why we support. Oh, it doesn't matter all of a sudden.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean,
if we trust ChatGPT on this one, I don't know. It says that since 1984 IDF, the number ranges from approximately 91,000 to over 115,000.
well, listen, yeah, and
Underestimating what's been going on in Gaza. Underestimating what's going on in Gaza, because it's been hundreds of thousands of people who have directly died, and probably another 100,000 that are going to indirectly die. But it may even be more. Depends on what war crimes they do in the future.
Hezbollah in Syria alone killed double that much.
Hit that button. Hit that button. And like, of course, like one of the main things about him is he just says shit. He's just trying to create the idea that any kind of resistance to the IDF is illegitimate. And like the reason why, a lot of people look at these resistance groups as bad is because they are Islamic, Islamist groups, far right Islamist nationalist groups, which I don't support. But the reason why those are the leading forces in the Middle East is because of the United States and Israeli involvement. You know what I mean? Like, the United States of America has been supporting this Islamist as a counterbalance to what? Leftism, as a counterbalance to pan-Arab nationalism, as a counterbalance to socialism, as a counterbalance to secular nationalism. That's why all these Al-Qaeda and ISIS groups, and there's an Al-Qaeda group in Syria right now allied with Israel doing mass murder of the Alawites there. They just killed 1,000 civilians this past weekend. That's the ally of Israel. In your only video on Gaza, you admit to not knowing about politics, try to cover Israel-Palestine as drama slop for a centrist audience, defend Asmongold for inferior culture's genocide comment, then attack pro-Palestinian voices. So I guess you just wanted the ad revenue then. Mutar says, I get watching other people's videos is what you're really good at, but try vetting out slander before promoting. I have never defended or backed the Israeli genocide on innocent Gazans, nor will I ever. Actually, you did. Actually, you did, Buddha. Like, this is who you're. You see, here's the thing, Buddha. Like, you think that you're on the team, but you're not. Asmongold says that people like you should be killed as an inferior culture, and he doesn't care. You're not on the team. Muda is particularly insane because he's a victim of the same right-wing mobs he often farms in his videos. He literally left Twitter because of vicious racism, and here he is back again, only to farm more. Motherfucker, you went on Hajj. They hate you more than they hate me. That's crazy, man. They've called for nuking Mecca. That's what these people have called for, that you're allying with yourself, man. When has Asman said he thinks inferior people should be killed? He was banned for 2 weeks over it. He said he didn't care when the inferior culture was genocided. If I said something differently, let me just correct it. He didn't care. He didn't care. And it's really like, one of the things about this is a lot of people, even on the left, even in Hassan's community, and this is what I need you to call out. I've called this drama. And say that me or Denims or whatever, we're farming drama. No, we're not. We're standing up for ourselves. We're standing up for these movements. Just because you want to put your head in the sand and never have any bad vibes, that doesn't make it our fault. He said Saudi Arabia has Sharia law, which means Muslims endorse genocide, which means Palestinians do because they are all the same. The United States of America is the power behind Saudi Arabia. That's our puppet state that we created. It's just pathetic, man. It's just a pathetic, embarrassing,
is not who I am. I will always extend charity and grace.
I think that it's good that Hassan does this, but at a certain point, it also is like, it goes beyond charity and grace to like, he's being willfully blind, and that's fine. Like, I think it's a strategy, and I don't want people to tell him to do something different. I like the fact that this is how Hassan tries to operate. And when people stab him in the back, it's clear they have malicious intent. You know, he's not the one to stab first. That's good. That is good. But at the same time, he also, when people stab you in the back, you need to fight back. Once it's clear that they're malicious, you need to fight back.